All right, people of faith, let's take another walk. Let's talk on the subject of negative energy or positive energy and the impact of its transfer. Let's say, for example, you are stressed or you feel with some unwanted energy inside of you, whatever. Apparently, if it's unwanted, it's not really good, so it's evil. More like those are tormented spirits. Okay, so we want to remove that. And let's say like if you around your friends or colleagues or family, whatever, and they say, what's going on with you? And you say, well, I'm stressed and all this, and a person may suggest praying, or a person may suggest fasting, a person may suggest, just doing your best to cope with it, or another one may suggest, this is the one that I hear quite often, you need to have you some sex. All right. Now, the purpose of why they suggest having sex is because it's time to release, is what they're saying. They say you're so congested with whatever that you have inside of you, it's time to release. Now, here's the thing about this, about the suggestion of sex is incomplete when they suggest it, because they don't know who you are, where you are, what you are. They don't know anything about you. And you may say, well, I've been around them like all my life and they do know me, whatever. No, they don't know you, because if they knew you, they wouldn't have suggested for you to have sex. What they're saying, or what they're implying when they make that suggestion, is for you to transfer that energy into someone else. Now, for the most part, that sounds like a good deal, because you're releasing, you're getting rid of all the toxic, right? But, you could tell that you're finna go into you could tell if you have an evil spirit or not within your evil, a tormentable spirit inside of you, because you want to quickly release it. You don't care where it goes, you just want it out of you. So you could tell that you are congested with evilness. If you had good in you, you could humble yourself and you could have it removed. And you wouldn't have no fear of the pressure that's inside of you, because you know where it's about to go. It's finna be judged and sentenced. But if you're full of fear, that means you're full of the torment. That means you're looking for a quick exit, a quick release. The number one target that you're going to target is a place that's welcome, or welcoming. It looks innocent on the outside, but you're not going to know the difference what's on the inside. Because the objective is to release the toxicity that's inside of you. It's just to release that. So you go to this person, regardless how you have to interact, how to get to that comfortability before you can make that transfer. It's so that you get to the point of transferring it. And it's time to go ahead and have relations. So you have the flesh-to-flesh contact, and you release. But here's the thing. You did transfer what was inside of you to that person. But the thing that is not suggested, or the thing that's not made mention, is because this is why it's the trick of the enemy. The moment that you release is the moment that you made your soul open. Now, what's inside of them is finna come inside of you. The object is to be with someone that has a good energy inside of you. Good side of them. The object is to find someone who has good energy inside of them. So when you do transfer, you releasing for what's inside of you to take what's inside of them. So you want what's good inside of them to come inside of you. Here's the problem with that. Anyone that has good inside of them is not finna allow you to enter them without you being in marriage to them. That's the deal about it. They're not gonna allow you to enter in. So you're gonna find someone that looks good, talks good, walks good, and it's gonna be the assumption that they are. But it's going to be a snake of pits. So your resort is of two choices: humble yourself, seeking the King for as long as it takes to be relinquished of those tormented spirits, or you're going to go to the snake pit. Two options. Now the enemy's going to come with a third option. The third option is you can just live with it, put it in the back of your mind, and you can just cope with it. But all they're going to do is invite more tormenting spirits inside because they have a place of home, and they're going to look for misery. They're going to look for company. I mean, they're going to look for misery. They're going to look for company, and that company is going to be misery. So you're going to be around the atmosphere where there's nothing but complaining, nothing but full of anxiety and stress, and that's going to allow it to enter inside you. The most profound, and I don't want to say the obvious, but I will say the obvious choice is to kneel down and stay before the king until he relinquish this stronghold that's on you. Now, some people will say this is called tarrying at the altar. Call it what you will. The only one that can set you free and at the same time input good is God Almighty himself. So with that being said, people of faith, you are the blessed. Let's be the blessing. Let's keep walking.